So welcome to our podcast, everybody. My name is Paul Zhu, and today I'll be interviewing Riley Wellner. We are both students from Sacred Heart School of Halifax, both in the same grade. And basically today I'll be covering is Riley's school life, Riley's workout life, and his overall life in general. So would you like to introduce yourself real quick?
Yeah, hey guys, I'm Riley, student at Sacred Heart, 14, about to turn 15. I live in the south end of Halifax. It's me.
Okay, thank you, Riley. So I'm gonna just kickstart this podcast right now.
Okay.
With your academic achievements. How are you doing in school right now, man?
I'm doing pretty well. I started off the year, I was feeling pretty pressured. I thought I had to get into academic math because I wanted to advanced math because I wanted to do business. But halfway through the year, with the addition of some classes, I no longer have to do that. So I'm pretty relaxed right now. Still trying to get an 85. Make sure I can learn study habits and stuff like that, so I can be prepared for grade 10, 11. But I'm pretty chill right now. I'm doing well.
Okay, that's really good to hear because I have heard from last year that you were struggling in some academic parts. It's very relaxed. It's very good to hear that you've stepped up. Academic comeback.
Well, no, I had a good year. I had a good year last year. I had an 80 average.
Okay, that's not bad, man.
It wasn't bad. I could have done better.
It's solid.
It was okay.
Yeah, that's good to hear. So, right now I feel like school is, entering its final, I guess, push for the summer, right? And obviously exams are coming up. Yeah. A lot of assignments and tests are going to be coming and wrapping up and stuff like that. So right now, what do you think you're looking forward to the most for this rest of the school year?
Rest of the school year?
Yeah.
The Dark Knight, which we're doing right now, that's just sick. Shout out to Miss Laurier for that one. Then we got another Miss Laurier assignment, the Lord of the Flies. Apparently that's a really good book, so I'm excited for that one. That's kind of what I'm excited for.
Okay, so from what I've heard right now, I feel like you're a very big fan of Mr. Loria.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
So,
I love that guy.
Me personally, I am too. I love Mr. Loria.
Yeah.
Would you like to explain kind of why?
I think he's a good teacher. He's funny, doesn't hold back, which is good, and he has good assignments. So last year, for example, I could have blown my head off in many English classes. This year, right at the front of the class, fully engaged. I love it. So it's...
one thing I really like about Mr. Loria's teaching is that he really keeps you engaged throughout most of the class very easily. And whether that's through his vocal performance or jokes or videos or, overall, I feel like every time in Mr. Loria's class, I'm logged in, ready to go.
Oh, yeah. No, I love that guy. He's a great teacher.
Yeah. All right, so we've discussed your favorites, subjects and assignments, stuff like that.
Yeah.
What might be your worst, least favorites?
So right now, actually, I'm kind of just enjoying everything. It's been really great. I'm not a huge fan of French, just because it's not really my kind of subject. Don't really love it, but besides that, it's been great. Really loving the Sacred Heart School of Halifax experience. Besides from the religion piece, that's not one of my favorites.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really understandable because if you look at non-academic classes, not really beneficial to your grade all that much, and sometimes just don't want to put that much effort into them. Yeah. But I still encourage everyone to do that because, if you put effort into music, who knows? Maybe one day I'll be a great musician. So Riley, next question I have for you is exams. Let's talk about exams.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So, how did the December exams go for you?
Pretty well. I thought I went into a couple thinking I was gonna understudy, maybe fail, but I had a solid exam marks, 85%. Okay. So I was really happy with that. I think it was good.
Okay, so
good learning experience going into the June ones because we had all 5. Okay. Apart from last year, didn't have all 5. So yeah.
Yeah, we had tasks last year.
No more tasks this year.
Okay, so I guess coming off of your December exams, what have you learned that you kind of want to do better this time around?
I think I need to be prepped more beforehand, have my cue cards all done because sometimes I'll say sit down and start a study, and let's say I study for like 5 hours or 6 hours. I spent 3 hours frigging around with creating cue cards. And that's like the third time I created the cue card, because I created the cue card for the quiz, created another cue card for the test, then created a cue card for exam. Wasted my fucking time. So I need to be more organized on that.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you could really just use, your cue cards for the past quizzes and tests.
Yeah.
And, just make new on top of those. I feel like that's obviously a really good way to go at it.
Yeah.
So that way you don't have to create extra cue cards for your exams,
like
right?
fuck around with that.
Yeah. So that's definitely one thing that is very good. I do recommend you guys create some cue cards, because it helps you with your
Quizlet
remembering
Plus.
And stuff like that. Yeah.
Quizlet Plus, I got that going. Really good.
You bought Quizlet Plus?
Oh yeah.
How much is it?
So the story behind this one, I signed up for the free trial and thought, well, maybe even if I forget, it's $7 a month, so they'll just charge me for the month, $7. Well, one day I look at my bank account, there's $0. Quizlet Plus decided to fuck me over and take out $80 the entire year, all at once, because I forgot. But then I convinced my parents that it was worth it. It's kind of worth it. So I dodged that bill. But
okay.
That was a little tough, but I got out of it, thankfully. But yes.
All right, Quizlet Plus. One of our classmates, Jude, who will be hopping on this podcast in a few episodes, by the way. He, like, every class, I just see him in a bag typing Quizlet and like notes about the future tests and Quizlets.
Yeah.
Just creating a lot of that. I do find those very helpful sometimes, and so I would definitely 100% recommend Quizlet. I don't know about Quizlet Plus because I don't really know the features, but
no, they have multiple features that are like key. Like literally, I had a French test. That's when I had to I was desperate, had to get the free trial going.
Okay.
That literally saved me. I would have failed the French test.
Okay.
It would have been over.
I mean, I relate because I'm not doing too well in French either. But let's not worry about that right now.
Yeah.
So we talked about school. Let's move outside that range a little bit.
Okay.
So outside of school, do you do any sports?
Yeah, I do horseback riding and work out. Yeah.
Work out.
Yeah.
So right now, I did hear that you're prioritizing horseback riding and working out, obviously.
Yeah.
But you were also on a basketball team this year.
Yeah,
and
that's just kind of there. That's
okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of done with basketball. Not gonna lie.
Okay.
Starting to.
Honestly, I think that's fair. But me as a personal basketball enjoyer, I still really hope Riley continues on with his basketball journey. Although he might be locked in on other
riding
things.
and working out. Yeah.
Because Riley's a huge part of our team. He's one of our starting big men, and he's contributed a lot to our team this year. So I do want to give him those kind of give him props for that.
Yeah.
Okay, so how's the workout?
It's been really good.
Yeah,
so I originally started cutting. Well, I started working out to kind of lose weight in general, and that worked really well. I lost a lot of weight, but then I've come to realize that I was going way too low on the calories. Really not in a good area. So I've lifted that up, but I've made some really good progress. I've gone into a good schedule, going like at least 5 times a week. I've been able to like develop workout plans, spend a lot of time on that. So I have exercises and I know them. I don't have to figure around with form. I just know the form and I got it. So that's been really helpful. I really get a lot of energy after working out, and it's just like I just enjoy it. It's good. I like the progress.
Yeah, because right now, on TikTok, it's been trending looks maxing, where you work on your body and your face to look the best you possibly could. And I do feel like it's a good movement. I do feel like people should focus on their own self a little bit better and a little bit more.
Yeah.
So I feel like Riley's working a very good job on that.
Also though, I might have taken the looks maxing a little too far.
Really?
So I think there's you want to try to be the best, or you want to try to have a good personal hygiene, look good, feel good, but you also You want to provide enough nutrients to your body and be healthy. You don't want to take it too far.
Yeah, that's for sure, man.
Yeah.
I saw you like eating a lot of protein pancakes throughout like the past month.
Yeah.
So how are those going, man?
Those are good. They're quick and easy. You don't have to defrost chicken or any of that crap. It's like,
and it's cheap.
20. Yeah, it's pretty cheap. 20 minutes, and I got tons of protein, and I got 40 grams of protein.
Would you like, share us the recipe? It's your secret.
Yeah, it's not
secret
that
sauce?
difficult. It's so you go to Costco and get some Flourish buttermilk protein pancake mix. So you throw in 2 eggs, 2/3 of a cup of Fairlife milk, so it's 14 grams or a decent bit of protein in there. You whip that all together so it's fully combined, and then you chuck in 3/4 of a cup of protein pancake mix. You get about 4.5 pancakes, 40 grams of protein. It's low cal.
Wow.
Ooh, it's good. It's perfect meal for working out.
But that's although they might be a little bland.
You can add blueberries. You can add bananas. You can do all that. You can add chocolate chips. I'm kind of I don't really care.
Too lazy for that?
Too lazy. I just like getting my protein in. Like, I can cook to make stuff. Like, I do a really good job cooking to make stuff good. Or I can cook for just protein, low cal.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we learned about your little diet. And we learned about your overall journey.
Yeah.
I want to get into specifics now. So what's your week looking like for your workouts?
So Monday I hit chest, tricep, abs. Now, abs is something I need to work on. I need to build a better workout routine. Like, I just kind of do sit-ups right now. That's pretty much it. I had hanging leg raises in there, but I kind of feel like I'm going to throw up when I do those, so I cut those out. But I need to improve that. But that's kind of what I do Mondays.
Okay.
Tuesdays, Wednesdays, kind of rest days.
Okay.
I might, depending on the day, throw in biceps, shoulders.
You definitely need a rest day.
Yeah. And I got riding those days, so I don't have a lot of time. And then on Thursday, do another chest, triceps, abs. Thursday, that's what I do. Friday, I do back. I do back, biceps, and forearms. And then on Saturday, I do legs and shoulders. And then Sunday, I play basket. Like, I used to have the basketball game, so it was kind of the rest day.
Okay.
So I worked on, that's like a 5 day a week, 5 workouts a week routine.
And three rest days. I mean, two
rest days. Yeah.
Yeah, I really like the look at that routine, man.
Yeah, thank
Shout out
you.
to you, man.
Thank you.
All right, so we kind of gone over the workouts.
Yeah.
Okay? Now I want to ask you about your horseback riding.
Horseback riding. So I started. So COVID hit, March 2020.
Yeah.
And I stopped playing hockey. Then I didn't really have, because I used to play a ton of hockey, didn't really have that much to do. We go into the summer, and I did a horseback riding camp. Really liked that. Came back to Toronto in September, and I started riding English at this place outside Toronto. It was great barn. Really enjoyed it. That was, I think, I'm in my 3.5 years now. I've been doing it. So no, it's really enjoyable. Really technical sport.
Yeah.
Like even way more technical than basketball.
So like skill based.
Very skill based.
Okay, yeah.
Like, some people do horseback riding because they really like animals. I like the horse, whatever. I like the technicality, the adrenaline when you're getting flying over jumps and going quite quick, quite fast and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So no, that's what I do. Like it a lot.
Yeah. So horseback riding. Not a lot of people, do horseback riding, obviously.
Yeah.
And I do feel like it's not one of the more popular sports in the world. But once you look at it from like a far perspective, horseback riding is pretty cool, man. Because especially if you dive to history, and like ancient China or like ancient England, there's like a lot of horseback riding, basically.
Yeah.
So I feel like they kind of just took that from the past, because now we have cars and trains and all that.
Yeah, it's more of a pleasure. Well, it is a pleasure.
It used to be like a must, but now it's just like
it used to be
fun.
like utilitarian utilitarian type thing where it's like has a purpose, a use. Now it's more of a pleasure related thing. But
that's chill. That's chill.
Yeah, it's chill.
Yeah, but
I like it.
But one thing I do kind of want to ask you about for horseback riding, just in case anyone out there wants to dive into that, is how are the expenses looking like? Because clearly it's pretty
rough.
expensive.
It's rough. So, like I wouldn't. I don't own a horse. I don't lease a horse. But I just take lessons, and you kind of get put on different horses. Or like right now, for example, I started riding a horse about a year ago, and I ride them a lot now. Like I've developed like a good. I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot about that horse. Ridden them a lot, so I know what they're like, know what they do. So I have a good. So I ride that horse quite a bit, but I just take lessons like twice a week. I'm now doing 3 times a week. But even if you were to like lease a horse, you're in 30 grand a year.
Holy.
Yeah.
30 grand a year.
30 grand a year.
That's minimum wage salary. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So, and if you were to own a horse, you're in like 50 grand a year.
50 grand a year.
Like especially if you lease
with the maintaining costs.
If you own and take lessons, like even just doing twice a week group lesson, $10,000 a year.
Holy.
So it's not cheap.
So horseback riding is 100% like a luxury sport.
Oh yeah, it's a rich man's sport. Yeah.
So which is why you see Riley doing that, because he's obviously very, very wealthy.
Not really.
Okay. Yeah. So horseback riding, it's very common amongst like country, like people living in the country, and obviously, like there's a bunch of people doing the sport, like country girls, guys, whatever.
Yeah. It's interesting. I'll tell you something. So like at my age, pretty much till you're like 18, there's a huge amount of women in the sport. Like it's probably like 95% women. Like there's almost no guys.
Yeah.
And then you get to literally 20, and you look at like the Olympics, for example. It's all men. But it's like, where the fuck do they come from? Like they literally, I'm not even joking, spawn in from nowhere, and then it becomes like 60% to 70% male, because men have more strength in their upper body, so they can hold themselves on these like huge horses going up, like jumping 5, 6, 7 feet. Where the women, they just get like they just get left behind. Like the horse literally runs away from them because they don't have the strength to hold themselves up on the horse.
Yeah. That's one thing you'll see very common in a lot of other sports as well. For example, basketball, right? Like men are obviously better than women. But let's not dive in anymore.
Yeah, but basketball, it's like there's like an almost kind of equal like
like
kind of women's community. Like there's like, I don't know, 40% women, 60% men. Yeah. Horseback riding, it's 95% female until like 18, and then it's just like, then you look at all the like competitions and different like shows and stuff. It's all men.
Okay, since we're on the topic of women.
Yeah.
What's that for you, my boy?
Recently I got a girlfriend. Yeah.
Okay.
It's been great. It's been really, really nice. Really just overall amazing.
How long have you guys been dating?
Probably like 2 weeks now, I think. But I was talking to her for like a month or a bit longer than that. Yeah. But no, it's been really great.
Do you think like people our age should be involved into this kind of dating stuff?
Yes.
Or do you think we should wait until
100%.
later?
No, 100%. It is so great, so beneficial. It's such a great, like, even just like a mental health thing where it's like you just feel so much happier and better. It's just there's no reason not to.
I do feel like other people bring in the argument like, oh, this is gonna keep you distracted in case you guys argue.
You have to pick a partner. Like this is what pick your partner carefully. Yeah. Personality matters a lot. If you pick a partner that's not insecure about them, they're secure about themselves. They don't need to constant reassurance or constantly like talking to them. Or if you have someone that's just like maybe a little bit, but it's not over the top. and then it doesn't turn into a thing where it's your whole life.
You want to be very compatible with each other, you know. And stuff
Yeah,
like
but
that.
you just want, like, if you pick someone that's not going to be, like, you have to spend so much, like, always talking to them. You can talk to them lots, but it's like you have your own life, and they're fine with that. And that's...
Yeah, I do feel like that's very important. And as we kind of wrap this podcast up, Riley, do you have any final statements to our viewers today?
Not too much. I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. A little eye into my life, and next episode I'll be asking Paul some questions, and you can get an eye into his life and what he's doing.
Indeed.
So,
And so in future episodes as well, we're gonna bring on guests and stuff
Make
like
it
that.
a little more exciting for you guys.
Yeah, you know, we're all doing this for you guys. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and subscribe. All right, and that'll be all. Thank you. Bye.